loves, I have brought you my mother. Do you want to introduce yourself?
AKA Mama Bear. I'm Christine, and I'm Natasha's mother.
There we go. See? I just got it validated. This is my mom. Could you tell? Outside of my hair being dyed incredibly blonde, I think we look pretty similar. So it's pretty easy to know. And these are all of our friends who have joined us for this conversation. Luna's in the corner. We're not going to show her because she's napping and she deserves that space. We wanted to just like girl chat and free flow about our health journeys. So I think it'd be really cool for her to talk about her experience and how health became important to her and how it's changed over the years and how it, me as well. It's funny, like as a kid, you did things for me to like allow us to be active, but then as an adult,
True.
I've been supporting you and like learning new things on how to move your body. So we we are wound. It's pretty cool. So anything you want to add?
It is cool. Well,
You have a dog here.
literally, like, our parents would not drive us anywhere. You could not ask for a ride. You walked.
So when my mom was younger, it was a much different time of life.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so now talk about that a little bit more. Like, was it common to drive around when you were younger, or was it
No.
just like, yeah, okay.
No, you walked. There was no, if it's too cold, put more clothes on. You walked.
So that
Until-
active, just in regards to getting to literally anything you wanted to get to.
So you were active, and you didn't, we had a small black and white TV with 3 channels. So you got kicked outside to play.
What about with like, were you part of any sports when you were little? Any?
I was one of 4 children, so there wasn't a lot of money to go around for that kind of activity.
Yes, right.
So I got creative, and if I wanted to learn how to skate, I went to the rink and watched
Other people.
the figure skaters get taught,
Cool.
and then I would do that when it was public skating.
That's cool.
So it's stuff like that. And gymnastics, I offered to help
Right.
in return for lessons.
Right. So you
So
found ways of
I
like,
did find ways
being
of
involved.
having my own physical activity of what I was interested in.
Were you just like drawn to those things? That's why you
Yes.
just any
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So
I was drawn to them.
yeah, that's
Mhm.
cool.
Mhm.
Was there any other things that when you were younger you were drawn to? Skating and
I wanted dance really bad, but that was not ever going to happen.
Yeah.
So
fair. When you got into your teens,
Mhm.
was that even a part of your life? Like, how did your journey flow from being younger and being so driven to making it happen to being in your teens? Because I know with your
Just-
life, like it changed. Like
it
you had
just
a lot
got too
going on.
difficult.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say. So it wasn't a part
it
of
was
your.
more about survival than just trying to do the things that I would have liked to have done.
Yeah. So my mom,
yeah.
as she got a little bit older, she ended up living on her own. So it just wasn't like that wasn't a frontal focus. Like eating healthy and exercising or being active wasn't a focus for her. Like what she just said, it's
Right.
survival.
Yeah.
So-
it was and a lot of lack of food. So
That too, yeah.
Lack
So
of food.
you eat whatever you can afford or can find or be given
Absolutely.
or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then from there, which I think is really cool, you shifted into martial arts.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So-
So how did you find martial arts?
Okay. When I was 17, like trust me, broke, not having a place to live didn't dissuade me from loving physical fitness.
Of course, no, it's
So
not the point. It's
no,
just
that's
saying,
exactly
like,
it. It's like
it's dependent on your season of life.
exactly.
And we need to be more graceful with people in their different seasons. And I think that gets misconstrued in this industry a lot. It's like, well, if you wanted it bad enough, you would fight for it. And it's like, you have no idea what they're fighting for right now. And that's
have no
exhausting.
idea.
And so you look at that, where my mom was in her teens, that you had to drop out of school and everything. Like, she didn't have a home, and she was like fighting quite literally to just survive.
Right.
And so it's not fair for us to say you would fight harder when somebody's already fighting just to be able to wake up and live every day.
Exactly.
So then fast forward to you're broke and 17.
So I got a job in a gym.
Yeah, okay.
Creativity again.
Yes.
If you work in a gym, you get to work out for free. And one of the clients was a kung fu master.
That's so cool.
He wanted me to come to the gym so bad
Oh.
that he didn't even charge me. He's like, just come to the gym, learn kung fu with us. And
How valuable was that?
it was
That's so
insanely valuable.
Cool. That's
like
so cool. This is, yeah, I didn't know that. That's really
okay,
cool.
so it started with the kung fu.
Right.
Then 7 months after I gave birth to you, I'm like,
I was 1991, by the way.
so what's a good way to get in shape? Oh, wait a second. There's a karate class at the YMCA. I know kung fu already.
So it felt
Karate
natural.
would probably not be so different.
Right. Like, you understood the movement, and you
Exactly.
felt comfortable at least going and trying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I had some experience.
Right.
And it was a once a week class.
Yes.
So it's like it got me out of the
fine.
house.
Exactly. Yes.
I got to have my own me time
Yeah.
and meet some people
Yeah.
and then, take that slow journey back to, getting
Your new
yourself. Yeah.
It's not even a
Exactly.
journey back. It's a journey to something completely
Exactly.
different, because you gave birth to 2 kids. You'll never be the same. Even after the second one, you wouldn't. At what point did you start to take it more seriously because you became competitive? You competed.
I think probably pretty early, because I think we went to compete at Yellow Belt and I saw it. I saw, oh, this is what they're looking for. Okay. Game on.
What does that mean, what they're looking for? Remember that most people don't know what
Oh,
karate is.
sorry. Competitive wise, what your forms are going to look like and what your sparring is going to look like.
So forms is in like the kata?
Katas.
Okay, so
Yes.
a kata is a type of movement flow that you do in karate, and it's solo. You do this solo.
Yep, you could do it solo or in a group.
Or in a group, yeah.
But-
It's either a group, it's not like, it's not...
If you're going for a singular win,
Yes.
it's solo.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And it's movement patterns similar to, like, if you've seen Tai Chi, I feel like that's a more common one that people know. And you're performing it in front of a panel of judges.
Yes.
Ugh.
Yes.
Words. Wow. Okay. Anyways, so then after that competition, that lit the fire under your
That
butt.
lit the fire.
But did you change? You weren't going once a week anymore.
No, I was not. Because now, by that time, I would say I was fully healed from giving birth and ready to
Jump in.
just jump in.
Head first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
The confidence
how
level
many
went
days
up.
a week were you at
I
that?
think I started off 2 days a week.
Okay.
And upper levels,
Yeah.
4.
Right. 40. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And you got up to your.
First degree black belt.
There you go.
The only person that started in a female group that ended with all males.
Yeah. Which is really cool and important at that time because you were a trailblazer.
I was
obviously.
the first woman in Medicine Hat
Which is probably
Shotokan
what that
karate to receive a black belt.
That's very cool. Well done.
Shotokan karate.
Hells yeah.
Yeah. So full contact.
Who
Full
run the world?
contact karate.
Girls. Who run the world?
I know.
Okay, and then karate, for you, you parted ways when we moved to Red Deer.
I did.
Yes. And then in Red Deer, how did your health focus change? Like, what were you focused on when we moved there as in regards to your health? Like movement and nutrition.
I was still doing a lot of the walking, and I think I took a little bit of dance because we had the center across the street. Yeah, did some dance, just tried some different things, different gyms.
Just trying to find something that you enjoyed.
Exactly.
More than anything.
Exactly.
But mainly walking, because that's like something that you really enjoyed, obviously.
Yeah, the walking was a big thing.
That's cool. And now, what are your health and movement goals? Like, what are you focusing on now? What are you trying to accomplish now?
So, about 12 years ago, I met an Egyptian woman who I hired to teach class. And that
What kind of class?
Oh, I'm sorry. Egyptian belly dance.
There we go.
So,
Yes.
not North American, we're talking legitimate Egyptian belly dancing, and
Had you ever taken belly dance before?
never.
There we go. Continue.
This woman was just this little firecracker, and the music was amazing. I don't even know what happened to me. I just said, give me your business card. When's your next class? Because this is it.
Yeah.
This is it. And I spent 4 years with her. Then I moved to Edmonton. I spent 4 years with another woman who had learned the same type and style. And then the last, 4, 8, 12. Okay, so the last 4 years I've been with another Egyptian dancer. And so 12 years total.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's going to be, I will dance until I can't anymore. Because
You love it.
That's it. That's it. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
I finally got the dance that I wanted as a child.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
exactly.
mean?
Like,
it came full circle to the end here, and I went to Egypt last year and got to learn from some masters, and
which is so cool.
which is extremely cool because they came to me.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So
I can't even.
in regards to health, would you agree when I say it's incredibly important to find something that you
Love,
like
Love.
you want to show up for?
Love.
She literally made things happen for things that she really enjoyed, and then also, like that dance class didn't exist, and she met this woman, and she's like, I'm going to create this, so that she
Exactly.
did, and it was the same as the skating, and the same as the gymnastics, and the same as the karate. It's you floated and you tried gym and you tried other things, and they didn't really stick for you. And then look at this, like 12 years. How long were you in karate?
15.
15, and then
And I loved it.
From the previous martial arts and that one, right? From kung fu and karate,
No,
or
Kung
just
Fu was
karate?
separate. Karate was 15.
Yeah, and then how long was kung fu?
Probably a couple years.
Yeah, so it's just like add that on top of that because that's like 17 then. So
Right.
it's just you find people look at this stuff and they're just like, oh, I could never do that. Like,
Yeah,
you're
you
so
can.
committed, and it's like if you love something, you will do it for 17 years and 12 years and
Well,
however long. Like you
It's
have
going to be 12 until I can't use my legs anymore.
That's what I'm meaning, though. It's just
You know what I
it's
mean?
finding something
Yeah.
you love. It as long as you're moving. That's it. Take the
Even
pressure
if
off
you-
yourself. It doesn't have to be the gym or running or
Even
all
if
of
it's
these
just
other
walking.
things. Even just walking. Oh my gosh, yes. It's
Just
you
go
have
walk.
no idea how much life, how many years of life you reward yourself when you walk every day. Like over time, you are giving yourself years
And it's
of
very
life.
meditative.
Meaning you're extending your life, and it's very meditative.
If you can't do anything, you can at least walk.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 100%. And get the blood moving.
Mm-hmm.
Get the blood moving and grooving. What would you say the most important lesson you learned about health is over your lifespan?
Being consistent.
Yeah.
When you can.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're ill, don't beat yourself up.
No.
Because it's
No.
going to happen.
No.
It goes like this, right?
However, that's not the point. Consistency
is-
doesn't mean every day.
No.
Consistent means that once you're feeling well enough to arrive back at it, you arrive back at it.
You arrive.
Hello. We had to take a break because my camera died. Advice that you'd give to somebody at any age, but even at your age, in regards to fitness and health.
Try to be consistent. You don't have to be perfect.
Yeah, consistency just means,
Right.
even if you don't do it for a week, you come back a week later and
Right.
you just keep
pick up.
You just keep coming back to it.
Mm-hmm.
That is consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I've had time where it's even been a month.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you can get into the mindset of wanting to beat yourself up over that, but just pick up where you left off.
Or just
Right?
gently ease in. Like
Exactly.
whatever you have that day, just you made it. Like that's the hardest part, is showing up. Past that, that's the easy stuff. It's just getting there. It's convincing yourself to get there. So yeah. All right. Now it's me. Now it's me. Hi.
It's Natasha.
Me, hi, I'm the problem, it's me. That song has been stuck in my head, and I'm gonna be honest, I've sang it at least 8 times today, I'm pretty sure, to my mom, so you're welcome. I am so thankful that as a child, we were active. I'm so thankful for that. That is something that I truly reflect on often, because I feel as though I have been granted something that a lot of people that I know in my friend circle did not have growing up, which was like being encouraged to be active outside of sports, like go outside and play. Yeah. We always wanted to be outside and playing, and we were rollerblading or we were biking. We also, our parents weren't always keen on driving us unless it was to sport. So it was like, if you want to go hang out with your friends, you can take your bike. Like, but it was good. Like, it wasn't in a mean way. It was in a way of, get your butt outside. You can do this. You're fine. You are physically fine. Take yourself. Go do whatever you want. Which some days you're like, ugh. Most days you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna just grab my bike and go. Like, I have so much freedom. It gave us so much freedom. That was the cool thing.
That's true.
And then on top of that, we were put into sports as well, so we could be physically active in other ways and challenge our brains and work as a team and learn social skills and do all of these things. And so, I mean, I was my first sport karate? Was it the first one, or what was the first one?
No, it was t-ball.
T-ball. Yeah, there we go. Because I ended up playing baseball later too.
You did play baseball.
So my first, that's so funny. I forgot about T-ball. Oh, that's so
T-ball.
cute. That's so cute. Okay, so I played T-ball first. I didn't even remember that. And then what did I do?
I think it went to, I think you continued with the baseball, and then you did soccer.
I hated soccer.
But you were 4 years old when I brought you to karate.
Yeah, see, that's where I was like, it kind of like blurs together, because I know.
You were 4, but turning, I don't know, 5 or something like that.
Yeah.
But you were young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was great, because like, she was going anyways. So
Yes.
she brought us, and it was me and my brother. We both went. And we got our asses kicked as kids, man. Like, we were like whooped into shape. Like, you learned how to like show up.
You gave it back, though. You gave it back.
Yeah, no, but it was like,
Yes.
it was like learning how to be disciplined. That was the discipline. Like T-ball, not softball, baseball. Significant difference. I never played softball. I'm actually envious because I
Baseball.
can't underhand throw
Yes.
worth my life. I can overhand throw, but I cannot underhand throw. So it's props to softball players
They didn't
out there.
have female teams, so you were on an all-boy team.
I was on an all-boy team.
We got her into the boys' baseball.
That was like, I would say karate taught so much discipline though. So much discipline. And also I think it gave that like, that grounding of believing in yourself, because I remember being, I still remember this. It's so funny. I remember being, you spar in the classes as well, and I got kicked in the stomach and I got winded and I was crying, and my sensei told me if I was going to cry I was of no use to him. And I was so little, guys. Like, I was so little.
He's such a jerk.
And I just remember feeling like, oh, okay, I guess I have to get up. Like, I have to get up and I have to continue.
Oh my God.
And it wasn't even a thought of I need to cry more. It was like, oh, okay, I guess I'll just fight while I'm crying. Like, I'll just keep sparring while I'm in tears. It's fine, I'm fine. And I was fine, obviously, or else I couldn't keep sparring. But yeah, we competed as well. My brother and I competed as well as my mom in karate. And we did karate all the way up until we moved.
Yeah.
And then when we moved, we also stopped. But I went into dance when we moved into our new place in Red Deer. We actually moved cities. But yeah, throughout my time when I was younger and we lived in Medicine Hat, which was 10 years, I was in karate throughout that. I was in t-ball and then baseball.
And
not the
soccer.
whole time, but like I played baseball for a while. And then soccer I played for like maybe 2 years. I hated soccer, like low-key hated it. I loved the people I played soccer with though. Like I had friends on the soccer team, and so for me, soccer was literally just to show up and be social. I did not enjoy soccer, and I can say that very vocally. I was in swimming. I had the love and care from my parents to put me in swimming, which my older brother is still jealous of because he did not go into swimming.
You have badges.
I have badges to prove that I was in swimming. I was a swimmer, and now I'm a diver. Look at that.
Oh,
hello.
Weird.
Crazy. It was just really funny. And then when we left there, I moved to Red Deer. It was kind of a fresh start for all of us because my brother went into hockey at that point, and I went into dance. And I remember also just there's so many sports at school too. So you
Badminton.
I know. Don't worry. I know how cool I sound right now.
Don't play badminton with Natasha. Don't play with her.
I know. You're looking at me and you're like,
Don't play with her.
how is she possibly the coolest kid in school to be on a paired badminton thing? Look here. Badminton is cool and it's a ton of fun. So
She kicked
whatever.
my ass at it and laughed at me.
Yeah, well, she wanted to play badminton. In any case, yes, so I played badminton as well. But yeah, I played on teams in school. I would say very averagely. I wasn't super keen. I really enjoyed the social part of it. However, I was also going through a bunch of things when I was a teen. And so for me, dance was great and that was enough. I didn't really I didn't love myself. So I had no interest in doing things for me to make myself happy. It was more of just like, I was put in dance because I needed to be physically active and I just wanted
Surviving
to dance.
teenagehood.
Yeah, basically just trying to survive and exist in a world. And it was really hard. Coming out of high school, I continued to dance. So in my program that I was accepted into in university, it was a requirement to be in dance. So I had dance classes through that I was graded on then. So it was just like even more intense. I loved it. And at that point, I started to believe in myself and started to really lean into wanting to care for myself. And at that point, I started to really ask myself the questions of, okay, well, I really love moving. Is dance for me? And so when I finished that degree, I realized I needed to take a break because of the intensity of it. It was just too much. Like my program had... All right, y'all are going to just join us on the floor because my camera keeps dying. We want to finish this up. We're in a flow. So, yes, university, finished the degree, being great. And I started running and I was like, I'm not good at running. I just I just want to. I just feel like it. And so I started going running, and I had always walked everywhere as well. So I was walking, same as my mom. Like, walking everywhere just seems right. I would not drive somewhere that I could walk to in 10 minutes. It just does not, in my brain, it seems so silly to me. And I get it that some of you are watching this and you're like, I do it all the time. It's okay. That's you. However, my brain cannot do that. It's like, it's what? Right there. Like, what are you doing? So I have that in the back of my head.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Going through the years, I was on and off with working out. I started doing a group class with a girlfriend and a couple other girlfriends. She led it though. And I was kind of doing fit chick stuff, you know? Fit chick workouts. Wee. Hiking, lots of outdoors, lots of paddle boarding, lots of being on the water, lots of just, I love nature. And so being out in it made sense for me, especially while running. So that was like perfect for me, especially living in Vancouver. I moved here 10 years ago now. And I've lived here obviously for the past 10 years. And just, I'm so blessed to live here. After a breakup, my best friend he was super into powerlifting, and he went to the gym often, and he asked me if I would want to come to the gym with him. And so I did, and he made me deadlift for the first time with a barbell, and I had never done it before. And it's ugly the first time I did it, and was filmed. I can find the video, and it is bad. It was very bad form. I had no idea what I was doing, and it was awesome. Like, I was instantly like, I want to do this.
There's the instant click.
I want to do this.
The instant click.
I feel powerful and strong. Yes. I want to do this more. And so I was like, okay, I built a little bit of a hunger for strength at that point. And I fell into a strength groove. So I gained a bit of weight, but I did really work hard. I hired a coach and everything to learn proper technique for deadlifting, and put a program together for me so that I could excel at it. And I loved it. Like, I was picking up a bar and I was just like, look at me. I'm this 5'4" chick and I'm able to do this. And I felt, just to be clear, I did not feel strong in any other area of my life. So this was fucking fantastic. I'm unraveling after that breakup. It was not a good time. I had a lot of things that I finally had to face and deal with. I had to nut up or shut up, essentially, and that's where my mental health journey truly started. It started earlier. However, I would say I finally picked up the mirror and looked at myself at that point. That was the point of I was rattled and I got shook up by life and needed to take it more seriously. And then, over time, I started to change a bit, and my friends group started to change a bit, and a lot of them were bodybuilders, and so they were like, you should do a competition. I was like, I could never. I'm not a bodybuilder. They're like, because you've never tried to be. It's like, so you should do a competition. And I'm like, no. And I said no for about 2 years, actually, until finally I said yes. And I committed to doing a bodybuilding competition, and I committed myself to a 10-month prep. And I went on stage and I won 3rd place. And I just finished that, which was epic. And it was such a journey and process. It was so freaking cool. I learned a lot about myself as an athlete. That discipline from before came in. I'm really proud of what I accomplished. And though I'm going to put a pin in it, I'll definitely be back for it. I missed running though. And I missed moving my body in a way that was free. It's very disciplined and neat and specific, it's very contained bodybuilding. And I just wanted to break free of that afterwards, and it felt so powerful to do so. And now it's going into, I'm going to run a marathon next year, and I'm going to do another bodybuilding competition next year because I can. It's pushing my own limits, and I think that's the biggest thing that fitness has taught me is just that the limitations you put on yourself are just that. They're limitations that you put on yourself.
True.
Nothing that I thought was my limit has actually been my true limit. And so I don't know where my limit is. I don't know where my true limit is, or if I have one. I have so much untapped potential, and I'm excited for that.
And you don't have to be any age.
Exactly. It's never too late to start.
No.
I cannot stress that enough. It is never too late to start. in any capacity, in any way, in regards to movement, like getting out for walking, or Tai Chi that I mentioned earlier,
Oh, sure.
or dance, or the gym, or Zumba, whatever it is, it's never too late to find something that you love and move. And it's such a powerful tool for you in life, not just in regards to your health and your overall health markers, in regards to your head. To wrap it up, my main focus right now is to find ways of feeling good, to optimizing my body and my mind so that I can sustain the physical output that I'm doing. It's no longer about everybody else. It's no longer about looking good or trying to impress people or trying to get people's approval or attention or validation, whatever it might be. It is about me. It is about finding what works best for me and taking the tools that everybody else has given and then optimizing. And that's all we can do, really. I want to feel good. Do you want to feel good?
Yes.
Let's feel good.
You're gonna
Feel good.
Raise the roof.
Love you guys. Like and subscribe if you'd like to see these every week. And here's my mom.
Bye.
Okay, bye.